So, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, this isn't a usual video. I'm filming this currently at 6 in the morning. I've just finished a night shift at work and realised we play today and I haven't done a preview. So, do you know what? Why not do one now on my morning walk after work? The doves are crying, the sun isn't shining, but does everything feel really, really great with Norwich City at the minute? Obviously, the injury list is becoming quite long. Also on this morning walk, I don't have my usual cameraman Will when I do my walking videos, so it's just me holding the camera, so apologies, the footage is a bit odd. But before we get into this video and talk about Norwich City's injury list, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more of my videos. But let's get into the video. So Norwich's injury list is... yeah, it's becoming quite long. Obviously, we knew Ben Gibson was ruled out for the rest of the season after the Blackburn game, and that's going to be a big miss. We thought, okay, Christopher Zimmerman can step up and fill the boots until the end of the season, and that isn't to be. Christopher Zimmerman has also been ruled out for the rest of the season due to a hamstring injury, meaning we could see Andrew Omobamedele, sorry if I butchered that name, come in at centre-half alongside Grant Hanley, who again is a doubt for tomorrow after playing Wednesday, a full 90 minutes, I believe, for Scotland against the Faroe Islands. Again, so he's a doubt. So we could see Alex Tetty partner with Andrew Omobamedele at centre-half. So it is an interesting one for Norwich City at the minute. Sorry, I'm walking my dog currently, so yeah, sorry if it's turning, it wants to go places. But yeah, it is a very, very interesting one for Norwich. We're seeing a whole host of players that are big doubts, especially the ones that play on Wednesday. If we take in consideration them and the 4 that are injured, we're looking at 8 players out for today's game, which does make me struggle to think of an 11 to start this game. But Preston, you know, they've just sacked Alex Neil. They're going for a bit of a torrid time at the minute. Could this be a chance? Could Norwich still win this game? Obviously, a lot of Norwich fans are kind of in the mindset that we'll take a draw. I think at this level and at the position that we're in, we shouldn't have to feel like we should just take a draw. Jesus Christ, the Seagulls really are crying at the minute. Probably the fact that Jordan Hugel's going to score a hat-trick today against one of his former clubs. But yeah, we'll go into my predicted 11 for this game. I'm going to go with Tim Krul in goal. He played Tuesday against Gibraltar for the Netherlands. He's kept 2 clean sheets in the international break. Obviously conceded 4 to Turkey, but I think the 2 clean sheets he did have, I've spoken in my weekly roundup videos, will probably do him the world of good in terms of confidence. And hopefully he'll be raring to go and win the title now for Norwich in the run-in for the season. So yeah, Tim Krul in goal. Right back, I'm going to take in consideration that we won't be starting the 8 players that played on Wednesday. So I'm going to go with Ballymumba at right back. I believe he's fit, I believe he's ready to go. So I'd play Ballymumba at right back. Have been impressed with what I've seen of him in the first team this season, especially against Swansea at home, where, you know, he produced a brilliant bit of skill, a brilliant pass into Buendia, who then laid it off for Stieferman. And I have been impressed with him, so it'd be interesting to see what he can do. And then at centre-half, I'm going to go with Andrew Omobamedele alongside Alexander Tete. Probably not our best centre-half partnership, but is one that's going to have to make do, maybe. I've got full confidence in the pair of them to hopefully keep out Preston as much as we can. So yeah, I'll go with them 2 at centre-half. Then at left-back, Xavi Quintilla. Obviously, Giannoulis played Wednesday, so yeah, go with Xavi Quintilla at left-back. The centre midfield spots, I'm going to put Vrancic in the 8. He can play there, and I think that's where he probably operates best, if I'm honest. I think we saw his best performances there in a Norwich shirt 2 seasons back in that 8 position. So I'll go with him there, and Jakob Sorensen alongside him, obviously in his favoured position. We're seeing what he can do at left-back, where he hasn't played before in his life. So it'd be very, very interesting to see what he can do in his favoured position. So I'll go them 2 in the midfield, Mario Vrancic and Jakob Sorensen. On the right, I'll go with Emi Buendia. Luckily, one of our better players that didn't go on the international duties. Although, you know, he really could be in Argentina's squad right now. But I'm very happy that he wasn't, and he is available for this game. So yeah, I'll stick Emi Buendia on the right. On the left to stick Onel Hernandez, obviously scoring his first goal for Cuba. He came back, I believe, early this week. So he'll be raring to go, and I think he'll be full of confidence and wanting to prove a point now to Daniel Farke that he should be starting maybe. Obviously scoring that goal for Cuba will do him, you know, massive good for his confidence. So yeah, hopefully we can see a bit of spark and a bit of fire from Onel Hernandez to kind of win us this game. And then in the 10, I'm going to go with Kieran Dowell. Obviously a good run of performances coming into the international break, and now coming out of it, hopefully he can carry on that good form that he did. Obviously a goal and an assist in our last 2 games for the international break, I believe. Anyway, so yeah, definitely want to start Kieran Dowell. And then up front, I want to go with Jordan Hugill. Obviously, Pookie did play Wednesday night. Only played 13 minutes, but still played Wednesday night. So I don't want to risk him. So Jordan Hugill is more than capable of doing the job, as we've seen this season. When he has come in, he has scored goals and has done very well. So I'd stick Jordan Hugill up front. And I still think that's a strong 11. And I still think that's an 11 that will beat Preston. And I think there's goals in this team. With Emi Buendia, we're always going to create chances. And I think with Onel Hernandez, you know, probably on a high right now of confidence scoring that goal for Cuba, I think we'll be able to see the best out of him. I think Jordan Hugill will want to prove a point. You know, did really well before he got injured. You know, scoring a lot of goals and important goals, especially against Bristol City in that 2-0 win. So he'll want to prove a point that he's capable of the job and capable of the job in the Premier League next season. I think that's a bigger point to prove. So he'll want to score some goals. I think Kieran Dowell wants to keep up this good run of form, and I think this whole defensive backline that we're going to have want to probably prove their point as well of starting, being in the starting 11 for the run of the season, especially with Xavi Quintilla. Obviously, we saw bright sparks of him in the early parts of the season. Then he got injured. In Jakob Sorensen did such a good job, and then we signed Demetrius Giannoulis, who has come in and been a breath of fresh air at left back. And Xavi Quintilla has just been out the side since, and he'll want to prove a point. Bally Mumba, obviously, we've seen how good he is, and I've spoke about him earlier. Andrew Omobimedele, he'll want to prove that he's, you know, good enough to be with the big guns of our centre half unit, you know, of the Ben Gibsons and Grant Hanleys. He'll want to prove a point that he is that good as well. So I do think the side's got enough, and I'm going to go with a 2-1 Norwich win. I think we're going to shithouse it a little bit, but I think we're going to come away with all 3 points, and hopefully, you know, that will pretty much secure us the title, hopefully, or secure us promotion at least near enough. So that's the main focus. I think we've got to win this game, no matter the squad that we put out, I believe, and I think we are more than capable of doing so. I think what we're seeing this season, a lot better than what we have done in recent seasons, is squad depth. I think the only part of our team where we're kind of stretched really for numbers is centre half. So we need to make a few signings there in the summer for sure. But I'm more than confident in the boys that will and in the team that we will put out today, that we will pick up all 3 points. But that is the end of the match preview to our game versus Preston North End today. Like I say, if you have enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more videos. And also go follow my socials. The links for them will be down in the description. And I shall see you guys later.